all of my life I've been that person that people come to. Katlego, can you help me with this? Katlego, what is this? How can you advise me with this? It's terrible to live a life of regret. Faith is something that you feel.
Yes.
There's something that you're constantly drawn towards. Your faith is going to be the driving force to you achieving what you want to achieve. You have to believe that whatever it is that keeps making me want to wake up and do this thing every day is what is going to drive me to do it. You need to be able to believe in yourself. You cannot control what comes out of the mouths of other people. You can control how you respond to it. People will always have something to say. But if you respond by continuing to follow your passion, by continuing to follow your vision, your dream, your purpose, and continuing to move, eventually, all that they will say will fall to nothing.
Success is the best revenge.
Stay strong. Don't you ever give up.
Hello everyone, ninjani makhaya. I hope everyone is good today, man. Nathi writing up. First things first, man. To think of it, I think I forgot to introduce myself in the previous episode because I was late and nervous and all those things. But now I'm back on it, man. So let's start with the name first. Igama ngu-Anele Sokapas. aka uTais. Utamabheka. Inja
Okay, inja game.
Ukabadiya, sister. Uphuyo kabampetho. They know. Now you know.
Yes, I know.
Guys, welcome back. Yeah, man. Guys, welcome back to my podcast, From Nothing to Something podcast. We are about to have a great episode today because we have a solo episode today. Siphethe bani today in the studio. Miss Katlego. Wait, let me get it. Sometimes you know.
Okay.
Miss Katlego, you see? Malela.
That's correct.
Sotho or Pedi or
It's Sotho.
Which one is it?
Katlego, if there's an H, it's Sotho.
Oh,
so
okay.
Katlego Malela, yes.
So Katlego Malela, ne?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
No, man, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, thank you for your time.
Thank
Sis
you.
Katlego.
You
Thank
are
you
very
for
welcome.
embracing our show, man.
Of course.
Thank
of
you
course.
for seeing the value in what we're doing. We are just trying to add value to the public.
Yes.
We're trying to speak life into people. We're trying
Amazing.
to uplift people.
Yes.
It's
yes.
not, we understand, Bangabani, it's not about us, this thing, me and my family, me, my career. Always me. It's not inward.
Yes.
It's external.
Yes,
Which is the same thing that you are doing.
Absolutely.
Right? You're speaking life coach vibes and all this
Yes.
self-development. That's you.
Of course,
Right?
that
And
is
so
me.
we're going to get into it.
Of
all
course,
right?
let's
so
do
me
it.
and you, same WhatsApp group.
Thank you so much.
Let me read her profile, guys, as usual, right? Miss Malela is a life coach. So I try to grasp anything that I could get hands on. Is a life coach. Is a digital content creator. My wife knows you on TikTok. That's good. Yes. And a mental health and self-development advocate. That's you, ma'am. Anything you want to add to that profile that I left out?
I think it was perfectly said. The most important part of it is I specifically now focus on the self-improvement, personal development, and mindset shift when it comes to how we naturally just view ourselves and our lives, and for people who want to become better versions of themselves.
Yes,
so now I've narrowed down my focus to specifically self-development and mindset shift coaching.
Okay, I love that. I love that. You're
Thank
going to tell us more.
But
Don't worry.
perfect.
She's here. Don't worry. She's going to speak more on
Yes.
that. So the first thing I want to do is to give you the platform to kindly introduce yourself. Yes. To our viewers, tell us where you were born, your upbringing, just briefly. You
Okay.
know? Yes.
So my name is Katlego Malela.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
am a Joburg girl. I was born in the east of Johannesburg, Katlehong, and I grew up with my parents in Spruit View
Okay.
or Kokasi. Ke ngwana Kokasi.
Yes.
So and I went to school as well at in a school in Germiston, also in Johannesburg, St. Catherine's. After that, I went to varsity, Monash University, where I studied. I can't remember, it was years ago. I really can't remember, it was such a long
today's
time
guests
ago.
are killing me.
Sorry, I did a BA in media and
Okay.
communications. I
Okay.
specifically also did a double major where I did international politics. But after that, I continued and I did project management. After that, I coached and again I did.
Continue, keep going.
I kept going. I kept going. One thing about me is that I like to follow passion. When something is a passion, it will constantly gnaw at me. I'm like, okay, I need to study for this. Let me see if it's something I can pursue. So then the last form of academic studies was with coaching. That was the last form of academics that I did. But yeah, essentially I'm introverted. I'm somebody who, I think a lot of people don't tend to believe that I'm an introvert when they see me because they think, no, but we see you online and you're bubbly and this. And then when they see me, yes. Exactly. Hi, when I was this.
Yeah.
But people don't realize that I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to a camera, right? There are people behind there
Yes.
that I engage with afterwards. But
Yes.
in that moment, I'm actually sitting alone, talking to myself. That is who I am with the people that know me. But if I find myself in public spaces, I'm quite reserved. I keep to my own lane. I do what I need to do. But I'm also very pedantic. I'm type A. I like to plan. I like to organize.
What does pedantic mean?
I'm
Slow
very
down.
specific about what I want to achieve, and I'm very, very strict and firm about it.
Okay.
But yeah, essentially that's me. I'm a sibling of five other kids in the family. We're a very close knit family, very close to my parents, my siblings. I can safely say I've had a very good life.
Yes.
Up until where I am, it's been quite blessed. We've been highly favored, me and my family, and hopefully it continues to be that way. But yes, that's me. That's who I am.
Yes. How many siblings?
Five. So
you
there's
and-
6 of us all together.
Yes, and you are number one, middle, or
I'm number 2.
Number
So
2,
I have an
wow.
older brother, 43, and then it's me, and then I have the other 4 that follow after me.
yes. When you were talking about your qualifications and all that stuff,
Yes.
considering what I want to do with this and with the next phase of my life, because this seems like to be something that I'm willing to do in terms of full time,
Yes.
to dive deep into it. Because for now it's just a podcast,
Sure.
but I think you are the right person to talk to in terms of what can I study if I want to make this a career in a way, because like I told you, me and you, we are about speaking life into people.
Sure.
Self-development. This is what the podcast is doing, encouraging people, But in terms of the career, how do I make it a career now outside of the podcast? You get what I'm saying?
Yes,
So
I do.
you've studied things that are in line. What I've heard from
Yes.
you said communication, and
Yes.
then you life coach.
Yes.
I don't know which course is that. You see what I'm saying? But we'll
Okay.
speak off the camera.
Okay.
But I'm
No
saying what I'm
problem.
saying
Yes,
is
we
I
can
think
talk
I'm
about
with
it.
the right person.
For sure.
Right?
For
God has
sure.
brought you here so that you are the one who can
Oh,
align
definitely.
me. Who can
Definitely.
align
I'd
me.
love to be able to
thank you
assist
for
with that. No problem.
Yes, thank you for that. I don't know because God says start with the podcast and then something else will follow.
Yes.
And I was telling my wife,
Yes.
I don't want to say things.
Okay.
Okay, let me just put it out there. I am so passionate about marriage.
Okay.
My marriage, to be specific. I like to see people together.
Yeah.
I like to see marriages thrive and prosper. I don't come from that. So me coming from a dysfunctional background whereby I don't know my father, raised by a single woman, I decided to form this family structure, a strong foundation.
Yes.
It was my mission to do
Yes.
that, and I did it. Number 2, dysfunctional in terms of relatives. We don't have, it's opposite of what you have. We don't have a relationship, me and my siblings. I know we're going to give back to you just now.
Okay.
And the relatives also. So there's that division in the family. You understand?
Yeah.
And I feel like God plants you in the problems because he knows you are bringing the solution. You are the solution. And that's
I
going to
believe that.
fuel you
I
to
believe that.
become something.
Sure.
Long story short, I just had a revelation. I might go into a career change. I don't know when.
Okay.
Yes. Whether become like Bakel Tamini, become a marriage therapist
Yeah.
and a family therapist.
Yeah.
Because I have so much passion when it comes to
They're
these
important
things.
to you. These are things that are important to you.
Yes. And there's
Driven
nothing-
towards.
Yes.
Yes.
So, and then with you now, being you, which is in the same WhatsApp group, in a way, it maybe it might be a different category, but under the same umbrella.
Yeah,
You
of
see where I'm going
helping
with-
others.
Of helping
of
others.
being able to be of service to others
Yes.
for the better.
I've been with my
sure.
wife for 20 years, married 16 years,
Amazing.
4 kids.
Amazing.
Whereas in the world, there's so much high rate of divorce. Why don't I step in? Not to say I know everything, but
Yes.
speak life and do and do.
Yes.
So I'm looking, I think I need to now go into a career.
I think you can. I think, one of the things that we really we seem to shy away from is that at any given age, you can literally go into a career change. When I went into studying, I wanted to work for the UN. That's
Yes.
why I did international politics. I wanted to work for the UN and become a political analyst and correspondent using my media and communications along the way. But little did I know that media and communication would help me now as a content creator. It would help me now how to show up socially. It would help me now how to communicate with others, communicate with clients, communicate, in helping others and becoming a vessel for others to be able to improve themselves.
Yes.
People who want to be better for themselves. Your career can change at any given
any
time.
time.
It can change at 35, it can change at 45.
Wow.
It's about what you want for yourself and how much chutzpah you have to achieve it, So you can absolutely do it.
Yes, because what I'm doing now, yes, I'm grateful for it. Puts food on the table, but it's not my passion.
Yeah, I hear you.
My wife knows what I'm passionate
hear
about.
you. Yeah.
Then why don't you become it?
Yes.
You understand
What's
what I'm
stopping
saying?
you?
What's stopping
a
you?
lot of the time people use excuses. I can't do it. Environment, resources, lack of resources, all of this. But for many people who are in great positions in life right now, they also started without those things. So how did they manage to make it happen? They managed to start a completely different career from something that they didn't quite like, and they decided to follow their passion and look at where they are now.
Yes.
So instead of making excuses, get to work and focus and decide that this is what you want and follow that dream.
And it's all about that fulfillment.
For
End
sure.
of the day.
For sure.
Because I've got the
in
other
this
stuff.
line of work, for sure.
Yes, I've got the other stuff.
Yes. Yes.
But there's still that void nyana, man, in my spirit.
Yeah.
I haven't really hit
I
that
hear
thing.
it.
You
I
get
hear
what I'm
it.
saying?
And it'll always be there. That's the thing
wow.
about something that is a passion. That is the thing about something that is purposefully driven. I always say with my coaching and helping other people that this isn't just a job for me. This is something that I'm purposefully called to do. Why I say that is because all of my life I've been that person that people come to. Katlego, can you help me with this? Katlego, what is this? How can you advise me with this? I'm going through this.
Wow.
Katlego, how can I do this? And then I realized something in a therapy session. My therapist had said to me, then make a career out of it. If people come to you for help and assistance and advice, and they look at you and they see someone that they can trust with their information and somebody who can help them become better for themselves, then make a career out of it.
That's the same thing that happens
how I'm
with
here.
me, ma'am. In terms of this relationship thing.
Yeah.
Maybe they look at me. There's a guy, my friend of mine. I'm based in Saudi most of my time. The next thing I receive is call about relationship stuff. Hey, Thais, can you advise me? Whereas I know that he's got a brotherhood circle. I'm like, hey, but you're
he
going to leave
comes
all
to
these guys
you.
that he's
You
coming
see?
to you. Whenever there's a problem, they come to me.
There's something about you
There's
then.
something about me. And then
There's
I
something about
Dimbeke kakuhle.
Yeah,
You understand?
yeah.
And then, wow,
You see?
okay.
So that's something you can't ignore. Like you say, your wife says, then do it. If it's your passion, then do it. You can't ignore it. You won't sleep at night. You'll constantly be thinking, I could. And it's terrible to live a life of regret when you
Yes.
get to a point where you say, when I was 30-something or 40 or all of this, I wanted to do this. Why didn't I do it? And now the remaining years that you have left in your life, you're thinking, I regret the fact that I didn't pursue this.
I think what we've just talked about answers the other question, whereby I ask about a man without a vision or a dream shall perish.
Yeah.
Not education, but
Yes.
the vision.
Yes, the vision.
This is exactly what we've been talking about if people are
Correct.
listening.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what's the importance? I think, no. I'm not going to ask what's the importance of the vision because you've just answered it, right? So what I want us to talk about first, right? I'm going to go back to the other questions. Let's talk about the faith now that will be required at the beginning of this journey because you will not have the resources,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But remember, faith is believing in something you can't see with your physical eyes,
Yes.
but with your spiritual eyes.
Yes.
What's your view on this?
You know, faith, like you say, you can't see it. Faith is something that you feel.
Yes.
There's something that you're constantly drawn towards. You don't have the answer to it. You don't know how it comes about, but you feel like there's something I need to do, and I'm pushed to doing it. What is it? We don't know, but that's faith. To me, that is faith, right? My view on that is when your faith is going to be the driving force to you achieving what you want to achieve. Because you may not have the money, you may not have the resources, your environment might not be conducive to what it is you want to create
Yes.
or what it is you want to achieve. But something will always keep gnawing at you. That is the faith, right? You have to believe that whatever it is that keeps making me want to wake up and do this thing every day is what is going to drive me to do it. You need to have that faith to be able to say, Hore, God is with me with this one. I don't know how. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I'm not going to live a life where I don't try. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't have 500 rands to rub together to be able to do this, but I will find other means and other ways. That's God coming to you through your faith. But when you shut that down and you say, I don't have the resources, I'm not in a conducive environment to be able to achieve what I want to achieve, then you're letting something else win over above your faith. And is that a life worth living?
No.
Where you are sitting and you're saying to yourself, well, I can't do it. So you decide to be despondent and you decide to tell yourself, you convince yourself that I'm not going to succeed.
And that's also faith, an expression of faith that you believe you cannot.
You
are
believe you
believing into
cannot.
something,
Exactly.
whether you like it or not.
Exactly.
You can or you can't.
Exactly.
You are still believing.
You can or you can't. So why are you letting that version of your faith win as opposed to
I can.
the one that says I can and I will? I don't know how, but God is with me. I'll figure it out.
Remember now, the how belongs to Him because if He plants that seed in your mind or head,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
He must see to it that you thrive.
Correct.
He won't look in the bank account.
Yes.
You
Nicely
understand?
said.
No.
Very
He doesn't
nicely
look at the
said.
bank account. He looks at
Yes.
the faith.
Yeah.
Do you have the
Yeah.
faith? Even though I've
Do
planted
you have
you,
it?
even though I planted you
Yes.
here, but do you
Yes.
think? Do you believe that
Do
you
you
can?
have it? And if you do, let me work.
Yes.
You see, everything else I
Don't
will
worry,
let
I'll
fall
open the
into
doors.
place.
Just move when.
Just when I move.
Just move
Have that.
to where I will lead.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Very well said.
Now that you've got that vision, you have to, let's stay here. Let's stay here. Now that you've got this vision, right? You gotta have the self-belief that you can achieve it.
Sure.
You cannot say you believe in this God
Sure.
who gave you this idea
Sure.
if you don't even believe in yourself.
Yes.
Or how do you believe? How do you expect people, other people now, to believe in you if you can't even believe
Correct.
in yourself? Let's talk about self-belief now.
Correct. You, at the end of the day, need to be able to know you came here alone, you're going to leave alone. Okay?
Talk to me.
So what happens in between is how you want to show up for yourself. What you want to be able to achieve in life is severely dependent on what you do and how you show up for yourself. You need to be able to believe in yourself.
Sister.
You need to be able to believe that I can do this. I am going to succeed with my podcast. I'm going to
Regardless.
succeed as a marriage therapist. I'm going to do whatever it takes. No one is going to tell me, "A ke tlo utlwa ka batho." Well, understand? Because people are always going to think that people are always going to have something to say. But if you believe in yourself, it doesn't matter what people say. Because at the end of the day, you're going to show up for yourself. They can say that, she's not going to do it. What does she know about coaching? What does he know about self-improvement and wanting, who is he to come and tell us? I might not be anybody, but I know that what I have is going to bring value to the world. And I will prove it to you. But you need to be able to believe that you
it yourself, yes.
If you can't do it, how do you expect Anela sitting here to believe anything that comes out of my mouth? Or any of the clients that I coach to believe anything that comes out of my mouth? But if I can say I am a vessel who's gone through it, and I am proof that you can go through a very tough time, but then choose to want better and more for yourself, and this is where I am now, and I'm helping you establish and see that within yourself, then you believe in yourself. And therefore, Anela will then believe in you too.
Yes. You touched on the naysayers.
Yes.
Right? Now, I want to know, because when you start walking into this purpose,
Yes.
you are bound to face opposition. You are bound to face opposition. A lot of opinions. How do you deal with these naysayers, doubters, and non-believers? Because you are coming with something they're not familiar with. Remember, all of you guys are in this environment. Here you come when you are saying you're going to be this thing that is out of reach. Then they're going to speak negativity into your dumb it down. How do you block? How do you deal with non-believers?
You know, when you tell yourself that at the end of the day, you didn't get me where I am, you didn't do anything for me to help me achieve what I have achieved, or you didn't stay up with me at night while I was studying to achieve what I want to do. You weren't there when I was going through the difficulties of getting to where I am. What makes you think that I'm going to listen to what you have to say about my life?
Yes,
right?
ma'am. Yes.
People are going to walk into they see you now on social media. Oh, who does she think she is? She's going to come here and try and tell us about mindset coaching and self-improvement and all of this. Who does she think she is? You know, it's fine. You can believe what you want.
She thinks she knows it all.
Yes, she thinks she knows it all. I've had that all my life, even before coaching. Oh, she thinks she knows it all. Oh, she thinks she's got the answers to everything. Sure. I know I don't have the answers to everything. I know I don't know it all. But I cannot control, and this is very important.
Yes.
You cannot control what comes out of the mouths of other people. You can control how you respond to it.
Oh.
What is powerful is you can control how you respond to it. Do not react, respond. So if Anela says, who does she think she is? And you respond, this is who I think I am, with an attitude, always trying to prove a point and justify, you're wasting your time. People will always have something to say. But if you respond by continuing to follow your passion, by continuing to follow your vision, your dream, your purpose, and continuing to move, eventually all that they will say will fall to nothing.
Success is the best revenge.
Success. Let your success be the noise.
For itself.
And let it speak for itself. Let your success be the noise. You work in silence and let your success. You cannot control what people say. You can only control how you respond to it. So if you let it live in you, when you know who you really are, if somebody is going to say, oh, she's sitting there and he's doing that podcast, but we know who he really is, and you let that impact you when you know who you are,
yes,
then you're bound to fail.
Wow.
But if you don't let it, you need to be able to come into a space knowing that when you are a public figure or when you are in a public space, people will always have opinions.
Yes. It comes with the territory.
It comes with the territory.
Yes.
You have to tell yourself that people will always have opinions. What I decide to do with those opinions is what counts.
Yes.
So throw it onto the wayside.
I
Continue
love that.
to create the content. Continue to strive for the best for your job. Continue to want to do those things because that is what matters the most.
Wow. Thank you. That's a powerful answer.
Thank you.
Let's stay here. Let's stay here. Let's talk about now the resilience you gotta have when you pursue your goals. Now you've decided I'm gonna start this thing. I believe I'm not gonna listen to anyone. Self-belief. You believe. Now you are in line. Now let's talk about the resilience, because this thing will not happen overnight, kaloku.
No.
Right?
No.
There will be times that you'll be tempted to give up.
Yes.
Speak on resilience now.
You know, resilience essentially says that you might not get to where you need to be when you expect it, but you are going to continue either way. You might fail at this particular task, but you're going to continue either way. Resilience shows up in moments where you are confronted with a difficulty. What are you going to do to be able to cross and channel onto the other side? If you do not display any sense of resilience, you're going to give up very quickly, right? Resilience is not just it's nurtured. You have to build it. It happens to you. We don't just wake up resilient, right? You have to be confronted with certain things in order to build that resilience. You have to be confronted with disappointment. You have to be confronted with, I can't do this. I failed at this one thing. But you know what? Let me try and do it this way. You're building your resilience as you go. So it is something that is taught, but it's built upon as well. So resilience is important because it is going to be the founding block to help you get to where you need to be.
Yes, ma'am.
Because nothing is going to be smooth. Like you say, success isn't overnight. For some people, with how life is now, you can get a viral video and be majorly successful overnight. But for most of us, it doesn't work that way. There are exceptions to the rule, but for most people, it's not overnight. You have to be able to go through the ups, the downs, the hills, the valleys. You have to be able to go through all of that in order to be able to come onto the other side. How you choose to respond to that is how you build your resilience. How you choose to respond to it is how you build that resilience.
It's going to require patience, this thing.
Of course. Patience is a major issue that people, it's not a block, but it's a foundational space to be in when it comes to what you want to achieve. If you cannot cultivate patience, you're going to give up very quickly, especially when you're trying to build something, especially when you're trying to build this life or help others and be able to become the Vusi Tembegwayas of the world.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? If you're trying to get to that space, you need to be patient because you cannot get there overnight. It doesn't work like
Great
that
things
for most
take
of us.
time.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Rome wasn't built in a day. So there must be an understanding that I am going to get there, but I need to be patient. If you are quick to anger, quick to overwhelm, quick to giving up, then your level of patience must be here. It's very low.
Sis Katlego, thank you. Before this thought runs away, here's Anele, born into poverty, born in a dysfunctional family. I don't know. Maybe somehow he goes through trauma. I don't know. Maybe it's a lady. She becomes molested.
Okay.
I don't know. I just don't know. So many problems, different. If I'm born into these circumstances, does that mean that, remember, Anele did not create these things that I've just described. I found myself into them.
Yes.
I didn't have a choice.
Yes.
If I was asked me by God, where do you want to be born? I would have said Rosebank.
Of course.
Please, send in.
You know,
Spain.
yes, I need to be born into a rich family, please.
Wake up in Zimbabwe.
Of course, yes.
But unfortunately. Now, everything I've described, does that mean my mindset should be, I'm doomed? This is it for me. This means that I shouldn't even bother talking about the things we're talking about, the visualize, dream big. Does that mean that I am doomed? I must write myself off.
Absolutely not.
Yes.
The pain that you encounter in your formative years, the traumas, the environment you're born into, the lack of resources that you're born into should never become a basis of identifying you as who you are. It should never be identity bearing. We all come from different walks of life.
Yes, ma'am.
But I can guarantee you that we all suffer some kind of pain from our formative years.
bound to.
We are bound to.
Okay.
Right? We are going to struggle with certain things. Even that Anele in Sentin.
Oh, na yele yena lawyer? Chief for yena lawyer?
Yeah, lawyer,
Okay.
right? He might be going through physical abuse in the home. He might be watching his father abuse his mother on a daily. He might be going through this. It doesn't make anybody's experience less valid than the other. All of them are here, right? It's how you choose not to make it identity bearing.
Oh, you mustn't wear this thing. as a
Don't wear
blanket.
it.
Oh, don't wear
Correct.
it. Oh,
don't,
correct.
Don't
it.
wear it. There's, something that I'm seeing a lot, which I agree with on social media. Do not let your struggle, your poverty coming from where become identity bearing. It's almost like you are making that, you're cloaking that as who you are. And you do not want that. Why would you want to have that be the basis of who you are, that every time you show up in public spaces, every time you show up and you're going to talk, you wear it like an armor, like it's a cloak, right? It's going to be very difficult to remove it.
Yes, we know
if you
that.
are constantly walking around, letting it be identity bearing as to this is who you are. If you choose to say that, okay, this is what I am born into. There are many wonderful people who are great and successful at what they do. And about Alexandra or about Katleho.
There's so many examples.
Or so many examples.
Funny enough.
But they managed to turn adversity into triumph. That is what you should learn from. If you are in a space where you feel like this is what I'm born into, there's no way I'm going to achieve, I lack this, I lack this. Look at the stories of all the successful people that we have that grew up on the streets of Bokatlehong, that didn't have shoes, that went to bed without food.
Kolisi, born in Sweden, PE,
Correct.
bruh.
You see? And look at what he's made for himself.
Yes. That's
So why can't you?
Yes.
That is what I would then ask. Don't wear your poverty as a cloak and an armor. You are going to struggle to remove it. But if you are going to say that through my adversity, I am going to find something, a light, whatever it is that shows up, I am going to find that and run with it.
Yes, ma'am.
Rather than say, even though this opportunity has presented itself, how am I going to afford the bus ticket to East London so that I can go attend those soccer trials? If you're already seeing the problem without even trying to find a solution, what's the point?
Yeah.
What is the point?
Yes, Sis Katlego, I'm listening to you. Ne?
Yeah.
You articulate so well.
Thank you.
I remember look, you are studied plus. Yes. You understand?
Thank you.
You are who you are. You are her.
Thank you.
Ungo girl.
Yeah,
You
thank
understand?
you. Thank you.
And this is the version that we see. This is how I know you. You understand? When I went to Instagram, this is the version I saw.
Sure.
So I always say, people only see the glory, which is Anele, only sees that glory, and the rest of us.
Yeah.
But we don't know the story behind what led to you becoming this person, because God wants us to become and manifest. You have manifested, okay? Right, you're speaking life into us now.
Thank you.
But was it always been like that?
Oh, never.
What were your lowest moments? What is your humble beginnings picture look like for you? Your trials and tribulations. Take us through that.
You know, one of the things that people forget to acknowledge when they watch their favorite content creators and they watch their favorite celebrities online, they forget to acknowledge the fact that this person is human too, and they probably went through very difficult moments.
Yes.
It's almost like, Bonang is this amazing person and she's probably had it good. They forget that Bonang is also human. She's probably also gone through really difficult periods.
Northwest, I think.
Northwest.
Hey.
So she's also gone through all of that. But people put you on such a high pedestal and it looks like Katleo could do no wrong.
Yes.
Katleo has had a great life. Katleo comes from wealth and all of this. Wow, okay. You are mentioning things about me and my life that I had no idea about. But thank you, I guess. But we all go through trials and tribulations. To be able to even start this career path for me,
Yes, ma'am.
I think maybe about 2 years before that, I was diagnosed with high functioning depression. I was going
describe that.
through, I will get
You
to
said
it.
depression. We
Yes.
only understand depression in the
Yes.
high
functioning.
What is that?
Yes. So someone like me works really well under pressure. I show up. Even though I'm stressed out of my mind or I'm going through a very downward low spiral in my life, I will show up. I'll come to work and I'll laugh with you and we'll talk and we'll have a good time. You'll think everything is perfect.
Aibo.
When I get home, I close the curtains. I don't eat. I'm crying.
Evan.
I can't function. I can't do anything, but I'll go to bed crying and upset and all of this. And then I'll wake up in the morning, 6 o'clock tomorrow morning and do it all over again.
Which one is
Come
this
to
one
work,
now?
smile, all of this. It's high functioning because it reaches, depression is a chemical imbalance that happens in your brain. People don't understand that it's not just feeling sad or going through. I hate the misconception that people have about depression. With many of the mental struggles, I don't like to call them illnesses.
Yes.
With the mental struggles, it's a chemical imbalance that happens. That's why we get medication. That's why we get, because it's trying to correct what is happening in your brain. With high functioning, you show up great publicly. You work, you even excel at what you're doing. But when all of it is shut down,
Yes, and the lights are off.
when the lights are off, right? When the lights are off, it's a mess.
Back
It's
to
a
reality.
mess. It's back to reality. You can't function. You can't show up. You can show up publicly
Yes.
and people think you're okay, but you can't, you don't want to get out of bed. You don't want to eat. You can't. You just feel like you are so debilitated in that moment. You just cannot do it, right? And
So here you are diagnosed with that, and then
and anxiety. So
what
I was
happened now?
diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder and high functioning depression. Before I got to where I am now, I checked myself into a mental health facility, into a private health facility, because I just couldn't do it anymore. And because I am such a perfectionist and to a fault, right? I couldn't even tell my family. The only person I could tell was my younger sister. I said, listen, this is what I'm going to do on this day. I don't want you to tell our parents. I want you to come with me, check me in, and then we'll tell our parents. Because if I tell them, they're going to try and
Freak
convince
out.
me to stay. They're going to freak out. They're not going to understand that I can't do it.
and the time is now.
Yes,
for you.
and
You must
I
go
need
there
to
now.
do it. I need to do it. And therefore I did it, and started going to therapy, started, addressing all of my difficulties in my childhood, dealing with the separation of my parents,
Okay, yes.
dealing with being bullied in school, there's so many things. People see us now and they think, wow,
You've
we're
always
so
been this
put
confident.
together and all of this. Never. That confidence didn't spark up overnight. That confidence was built over the years, right? I had to let go of being a people pleaser. I had to let go of, listening to people's words and letting it affect me in that way. I was called sensitive. I was called emotional. I've learned through therapy that, so what if you're sensitive? There's nothing wrong with that. So what if you are emotional? There's nothing
you are
wrong
built
with
like
that.
that.
People say that to make you feel badly. Okay, sorry, that I'm sensitive.
change.
I'm sorry, let me
let me
change.
change.
No. And only when I went to therapy, only when I started addressing, unlearning, looking at all of the things that have made me who I am now, only when I started doing that did I start doing the work to change and to heal and all of this. Only then did I start realizing, through my therapist as well, that, Kakao, you always mention that people come to you for this and that, for help with this and that. Why don't you make a career out of it? help people, but also benefit from it in some way. You
Yes.
can't always just be helping. People are coming to you. Benefit from it in some way.
Because
you know?
it seems like this is your calling.
This is the
At a
calling.
point
This is
in
the
time, yes.
purpose, right? Even as a child in high school, my parents, even being the eldest daughter, everybody comes to you. They want to talk to you about their problems. They want
Yes.
your assistance with this. They want your advice on this. So all my life, I've been in that place where people come. And my therapist was like, now do something worthy of it for you. And that's how I got to where I was. So the trials and the tribulations are absolutely there. And people don't know that there are moments where, and not just me, all of us, right? Where the content creators, the celebrities, the public figures, all of us, even just our everyday people, our neighbors, our aunts, our uncles, all of us go through difficult times. But because you're in the public eye, people seem to not give you that grace to say, hooray. Maybe when I met Katleo at the mall the other day and I greeted her and she just said hello with a soft smile, maybe she's going through something. You know, you can't expect to see the Katleo who's like, Sposeso, you know, she's not like that.
All the
Sometimes she's
time.
just wearing a hoodie. She's in the mall. She wants to get what she gets and she wants to leave. And that's okay. It doesn't make her a bad person.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But we all go through those trials.
Thank you so much. My next question is based on how you started by saying at some point after you were diagnosed, you checked yourself in.
I did.
You took accountability
No, for sure.
of your life. You didn't wait until you break into pieces and then
For sure.
we must push you from behind. Now, my question is, because I've seen this in your videos, right? You like to emphasize a lot on accountability
Absolutely.
because you know how to be accountable.
Absolutely.
So I would like you to remind our viewers that no matter where you come from, no matter your circumstances, what happened to you, diagnosis or no diagnosis, at the end of the day, your life is still your responsibility.
Amen.
Yes. Am
Your
I right
life,
to say this?
You are absolutely correct.
Yes.
Accountability means being responsible for the role that you play in how you engage with others, in how your life pans out, in your relationships, in your professional life.
Sorry, can I just interrupt you? Because these two parents, they brought me into poverty, Mos.
They brought They brought you into poverty. Fine. What you do with where you are is your responsibility. If you are going to wear that and blame them, what kind of movement do you expect to happen?
I didn't have a father. Just like I didn't have a father. So
My father
don't
divorced
blame me
my mother.
Don't blame me for not being able to love my wife the
No
way I'm
one
supposed.
is
Because
blaming you.
I never saw this love, Mos.
But no one is blaming you. I'm asking
I'm
you.
a bad father because I had no father. I'm not okay. All the excuses.
For sure.
That
and
I
we
had
get them
now.
all the time because there
I
are
had those
people
excuses.
who avoid accountability.
Okay.
They avoid it because accountability might mean having to sit with yourself. Accountability means you need to sit with yourself and address the role that you play. The things that happen to you as a child in your formative years, no one can blame you for that.
Yes.
As an adult, as a grown-up, you have responsibility over your life. The things that happen to us as children, our parents' divorce, what we're born into, our trials, our traumas, all of that, these are things that we need to work through. But you'll never hear someone blame you for what happened to you as a child. Very rare. The person who's going to
course.
blame you has a serious problem because you were not in control. However, as a grown-up, you are absolutely in control of your life. You know the difference between right and wrong. You know that if you speak to Anele in a certain way, where you say disparaging things, you mishandle Anele, you mistreat Anele, you say horrible things about him online to his face and all of that, you are in control of that. You are a grown-up. You know that you are not showing up correctly. You're not doing the right thing. Accountability basically says, I notice the problem,
Yes.
I'm seeing what the issue is, how they behaved, how I behaved. Accountability also means you,
Oh,
right?
now
You
I'm
can't
included.
always hold someone
Yeah,
accountable.
yeah. This film
Now,
must,
what did you do? How did you show up in that moment? Were you reactionary? Yeah, Anele, you can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me what to say. Unjwayela kabi wena, Anele. Rrrr. Right? Using all these bad words. But then you want to say, no, but Anele is the one who started it. I only reacted to Anele. No. Your reaction might have caused the prolonging of that
okay,
disagreement.
I get you. Yes.
Right? So acknowledge the role that you play. Point out the behavior.
Yes.
Right? And then move towards rectifying or finding a solution.
Not adding fuel to it.
No, absolutely not. You know, so you have to be able to point. Accountability says you are responsible for how you show up. Accountability is very much also linked in with self-awareness.
Okay.
You can't be accountable and not be self-aware. Vice versa. You can't be self-aware and not be accountable.
So it's not my fault to be born poor.
No.
But it's my fault now if I die poor.
That's the incorrect use of the word.
Okay.
You shouldn't be using fault, right? It's not your fault that you were born into poverty.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
But saying it's not your fault that you die poor, wording is very important, right? Some things happen to us not by our choosing. It's not our fault, like you say, right? But how you word it is very indicative of how you see yourself and the environment around you.
Okay.
Right? So you can say it's not my fault that I was born into poverty. But then you can also say that I don't like the word fault.
Yes.
So I would
Yes.
rather then say that unfortunately I also died being poor because of life and circumstances and sometimes even because of my choices.
Yes.
But I don't want you to use the word fault because you're placing blame on yourself.
Okay. No, I get
for
you.
things that happen to you
a bit harsh.
externally. It's a bit harsh. For things that happen to you externally that you couldn't control.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, thank
That's
you,
what
man.
I think. Yeah.
Let's go to association.
Okay.
Association, I believe it plays a role on how you're going to go about pursuing this purpose.
Sure. Yeah.
Because you are surrounded by people.
Every day.
Your spouse,
Yes. Yes.
your brothers and sisters that you mentioned, then your close friends, then your colleagues, then your environment.
Yeah.
So how big is association? How important is it to surround yourself with the right people? Be cautious of. Yes.
Being around the right people. No. Let me rephrase. Being around people can make or break you.
Okay.
Being around the right people can build you.
Okay.
Being around the wrong people can break you. It's important to be around people who motivate, support, inspire you, challenge you, teach you. Right? People who are always going to make you feel like your decision, hey, Anela, I hear that this is what you want to do, but Chomi, do you really think that it's feasible?
Are you ready for this?
Are you ready for this? Are you sure? They're already planting a seed of doubt with something that you're passionate about. You think that it won't affect you. It might affect you in the moment while they're saying it. So, and then you forget about it for the rest of the day. But subconsciously it sits. They're sowing the seed of doubt. Shouldn't be around people who make you doubt what you want for yourself and for your life or for your purpose or for your vision. It's important to have people around you that help you cultivate who you are to being the best version of yourself. That's why it's great to have, a great therapist, a great coach, a great pastor, somebody who's going to not only bring you back to purpose, faith, God, but somebody who's going to help you learn about where you are, right? Help you learn more about yourself, help you grow your vision, help support you, even when things don't seem like they're coming together. You need to have the right community of people.
What about the spouse?
Your
Because the spouse is someone that is so close to you. You spend
For sure.
24/7 with this person. to some degree, you said you want to marry this person and become one.
Yeah.
Can you see how dangerous this person
Yeah.
can be or how helpful this person
Yeah,
can be?
for sure.
So we are told, Tina, as amadoda, once we get a wife, we get a good thing and a favor from the Lord. Okay, that's fine.
Of course.
But I like to say, you guys also, the ladies, on the other hand, you also have a responsibility. It's not about just Anna shows up and then you just decide to, when he asks you to marry, and then you just say yes. No, you still have a decision to make. Is he the right type of a man that I want to lead my home?
For sure.
What do you look for in a partner? Because this can break you or make you, like you were saying.
It
Yes.
can break or make you.
Yes.
You need to look for someone, for me specifically.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
not speaking for others.
Yes, ma'am.
But for me specifically, I look for someone who is kind.
Okay.
Okay? Not someone who is nice, someone who is kind.
Sure.
Because when someone is kind, they consider you. They consider you in the sense that when they're about to say something to you, they consider how it's going to land. When they're about to do something for you, they consider how you'll receive it. When they want to say something in the middle of a heated argument, they choose their words. They don't just spew.
You are speaking to me now.
Yeah.
So sometimes I am right about what I don't like, what caused that argument. My wife is wrong. But she frustrates me to a point of, hey, my wife knows. Hey, she gives me the headache. That one is not for faint-hearted. It's for me only, guys. You should be grateful. I took it.
Okay.
She challenges me to that point sometimes. Stubborn.
Okay.
Trying to reason. No.
Okay.
Then the argument comes. Remember, I started low. My baby. No.
Sure.
Resistance. No. Resistance. Then it goes up to the heated argument. Now it can get to that point of...
It's a very fine line.
Yeah, now we're gonna cross the line now.
Yeah.
Now I'm angry now.
Yeah.
I'm no longer pleading with you now. Now I get to the point whereby I snap. I end up saying something that I wouldn't have said it when I was calm. So you are saying to me, back to that accountability issue, we are saying these things because we are teaching,
Yeah, for sure.
right?
Yeah.
So it's something that I need to work on also. It doesn't make
Sure.
it right that
Yeah.
because I was right, she's at fault in the beginning. By me responding to the end of the argument, by closing the argument, by saying something hurtful to you,
Yeah.
that is not right.
Yes.
I believe that's the
Yes.
kindness you are speaking to.
Yes.
Whether
That's the consideration.
whether I'm right or wrong,
Yes.
always remain kind.
Always remain kind.
Always remain.
For sure.
I'm learning. I have flaws, guys, also. I have flaws that I need to work on.
Same.
And it's things
Same.
like that.
Absolutely. Same.
You understand? So continue. I just wanted to make an example of the kindness you are.
That is
What
absolutely
it means
correct.
for me, what you are saying.
Once you hit that precipice where it's the fine line where you feel your boiling point. You know that it's
What
coming.
do I do at that point?
So at that point, remember to check in with yourself. You know, you have to. You have control of yourself. You cannot
Okay.
control what the other person is saying.
Yes.
Externally, you can't control what's around you, but you have control on yourself. So when you feel yourself reach boiling point, there's various things you can do.
What is
Walk
it?
away from the situation.
Okay.
A big thing that is always great is that create some distance because now it's getting out of hand. So you need to create some distance, remove yourself. I'm not saying this conversation is over. I'm
Okay.
just saying we're taking a beat. What's about Mutwaka? It's not looking. Wait, King. We're not fighting nice now. So I think maybe it's best we take a beat.
Because,
Sizobuya.
yes, this is how it results in my case. Other people, or most men, I don't know, then it ends into a GBV. Now, I've never hit a woman. I've never seen it. It's not even in my bones or blood. But I can sometimes, say a hurtful thing. And that's equal also.
Yeah.
Words
yeah,
are
even
also
women.
as...
Words are very
Yes,
powerful.
and I apologize to my wife
Yes.
for having done that. Take account. I get to this point by taking accountability, but it doesn't mean that we are perfect.
Yes.
We know everything.
Yes. Yes,
But is
we're
the
not
will-
sitting here
No,
holier than thou, like, oh,
no.
we've reached some moment of aha, and now we're great
Yes,
people.
no.
We also do make mistakes.
But we
yes.
got here by being willing to admit our mistakes.
Number one.
Because I'm doing it in public now.
Yes.
With great power that I've been given comes a great
Absolutely.
responsibility
Yes.
that I must share it.
Yes.
So that people see themselves in me, those men who are doing GPV, take your advice and say,
Correct.
You know what? I'm
Take a moment.
Take a moment.
Yabona guti, I'm already doing this.
Yeah, I'm already
fisting
shaking.
Up.
I'm already
fisting
shaking.
up. I'm
Yes.
shaking. Libasadi, we get to that point.
Yes, vice
just
versa.
before
We're not
you
saying
go,
it's just men. No,
you
it's
know
just,
what I'm
not
saying?
just
Vice
men.
versa, right?
Yes, vice
GPV
versa.
is women,
Yes,
men,
even
right?
those hurtful words. Vice versa. Everything vice versa.
Exactly.
Yes.
Right? So right before you feel yourself like, oh, you're being so throw us something on Zenzani, turn and walk. Turn and walk. Create space, create distance between you and that person. Walk out the door and go stand outside. Go sit in the car. Listen to some music. Listen to something that calms you. Listen to the Nothing and Something podcast. Maybe something that will help you
Yes. Realign. Woosa yourself.
realign and woosa,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Then you come back at a more calmer space. You're more likely to be able to reach a solution when you come back calmer. But if you are not kind in your approach,
Okay.
you're often going to jump over that fine line. End up doing things that you'll regret, saying things that
You will
you'll regret.
and you cannot take back.
But you cannot take them back.
Sometimes.
That's the thing about words. People can forgive you, but they won't forget those words. And those words will sting every time they think about them. Right? So wanting someone who is kind and is considerate should be of utmost importance. It should be right up there because consideration is the highest form of love.
You know, I just want to elaborate on the issue that I have. And maybe this is why, no, it is why. Yes, I'm right about the things I complain about to my wife. You know, okay, she vowed and promised me that she will change. But I'm saying, I'm going to take your advice. Because it has gotten to a point whereby, remember, I spend most of my time in Saudi.
Yes.
365 days in a year, 300 days, I'm definitely in Saudi. So most of the time I'm there.
Yeah.
So these arguments, most of the time, they will happen over the phone.
That's
Now,
hard.
what
That's
has
hard.
happened, started to happen recently, is she hangs up the phone on me. She drops the phone on me. I
don't like it. I don't like it.
You understand?
either.
Ian Pambanisa West.
Yeah, I hear you.
But I need to understand also that I have, even though she was wrong for the most part of it, but it is because of my reaction that you were talking about, that do not react to things that are being
Respond.
said.
I always say this in my videos. Do not react, respond.
Respond.
When you
Learn,
respond,
let's learn to do
it's
that.
more, it's dialed back. You've thought about it.
Yes.
You've taken a minute. Even if it's just in the space of a minute or a couple of seconds where you're like, before you say anything. Because reactionary is off the cuff. She says something, you immediately go, no, Mara, now you're reacting. But if she's like, no, Anela, what? And you're like, Lalela.
And I apologize to my dear
Yeah,
wife.
and
who I love so much.
good.
Yes, Nkwenyo Mbonyo Mapanga. Oh, my God.
Ow,
Stuff
Batum,
now,
ow,
now.
Batum.
She knows that I love her, but I'm not a perfect man.
No
I
one
try
is
to
perfect.
lead my family. I
No
try
one
my
is
level
perfect,
best.
yes.
But there are times whereby I'll make a mistake here
For
and there.
sure.
But guys, you improve by first taking the accountability
Ta-da.
and saying, no, but hey, I think maybe the reason maybe this thing is not getting fixed is because I also contribute to it to some degree. There's a 1% I'm putting in there.
Yes.
So also the willingness now to say, I'm going to be vulnerable with this Katleho, and let it teach me.
Yes.
Because I don't know everything.
Absolutely.
Yes, then
Absolutely.
I get better.
Yes.
So 2026 already, now New Year's resolution.
Yes.
I want to become a better leader.
Yes. 2026, let that be the year where you decide to invest in yourself.
Wow.
You listen to the right platforms where
Yes.
you can actually say that I am trying to be better. I am
Yes.
trying to do better. I
Yes.
want to be better for myself. But you can only listen to Katleo and Anele for so long. Motivation is one thing.
Yes, ma'am.
But habits and changing your ways, investing in yourself through therapy, through listening to the right platforms,
Yes.
being in spaces that grow you and cultivate you,
Mm.
that is you wanting to do the right thing for you to become a better version of yourself. There are many avenues. There's counseling, there's coaching, there's following the right platforms that help build you as a person that will help you. There's only so much we can do every year where we're
Yes.
just having fun, we're doing this, da, da, da. But what are you doing to grow yourself?
Yes.
What are you doing to improve for yourself
Yes.
for the long run?
Yes.
Life is long.
Yes, ma'am.
So for the long run, how do you want to show up to the world?
And the dreams that you want need a different version of yourself.
Correct.
If you want something you've never had, you gotta do things that you've never done, become the person you've never been.
For
you have
sure,
to grow
Annette.
into
For
that
sure.
person, right?
For sure.
Before we run out of time,
Yeah.
with that being said, what you've just said about the things you can do, you created a workbook called the Spring Has Sprung workbook, which is essentially about self-development. Please tell us more about that before we go.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
The Spring Has Sprung workbook comes in 2 different volumes.
Yes,
the latest one is the second one. And it is a platform in which you can do a deep dive.
Yes.
An internal work on yourself. Internal work where you choose to answer the hard questions.
Yes.
So the workbook encompasses things like goals. Goals are a big thing that I do with my clients, especially at the beginning of each year, where we talk about SMART goals. We don't just talk about goals, because somebody can say that they want to be a billionaire in the next 2 years. Okay. But how feasible is that?
Yes.
So the goal needs to be smart. It needs to be specific, measurable, attainable, relational, and timely. These are things that you learn in that workbook, right? You also learn things where there's a space for gratitude. Talk about the things that you are grateful for. Your gratitude reminds you of where you come from, where you've been, where you are, and where you are going. If you know how to be grateful for the good, the bad, the wins, the losses that have happened in your life, you learn to constantly be stable and solid in where you are going, right? It's very important. The workbook talks to you about personal growth,
Yes.
professionally, what do you want to achieve? So there's prompts in the workbook, there's questions in the workbooks, there's exercises in the workbook that challenge the way you think. Stress management. There's a bunch of things that you need to sit down and confront. And it's a workbook, so it's not something you do in one sitting. Today, you just maybe can handle this portion of the workbook. Then you handle that. But outside of that, you can
How
have
do
it
we
for
get it? How do we access this?
You can definitely email me.
Okay.
The only way that people can access it, I'm sure they will put all the information below,
Yes.
the email address and all of that. But
Yes, okay.
you can email me and just request that we'd like the Spring Has
Okay.
Sprung workbook,
Okay.
and it will be sent out to you. It will
Thank
be
you so
communicated and sent out to
Wow,
you.
Thank you so much. Sister
Thank
Claire.
you.
What a beautiful. Yeah, it
Thank
therapy
you.
now for me.
Hey,
Somehow.
it was
Yeah,
really, really,
yes.
really fulfilling.
And I do that, guys,
Yeah.
on purpose.
Yeah.
I do that on purpose. This doesn't make me weak.
No.
Or this doesn't make, hey, I can't
No,
nota. No, but if you nota is,
Yes. Can I mention to you just quickly?
We are
that
here to teach.
I had, last year was the one year where I had an influx of men that wanted coaching sessions from me. Black men. And I was so happy to see men embracing,
initiating.
initiating, wanting to learn more, wanting to be better for their partners, for themselves, for their careers, emotionally and mentally. That's when I realized that what we are doing here is changing
we're
lives.
onto something.
We're onto something.
Yes. Thank you for that. Man.
Thank
That
you.
was in closing.
Thank you very
Guys,
much.
we've come to the end of our show, and thank you so much
Thank
for
you
this.
so much,
We had a
Anele.
great
I appreciate it.
episode.
It
Thank
was
you
amazing.
for adding
Thank
you
you.
dropped so many gems.
Thank
Guys, I'm going to have
Thank
to
you
watch
so
this
much.
episode over and over again.
Thank you
you,
so much.
guys. We've come to the end of our episode.
Yes.
Before I forget the gift I told you. When the episode is too good, I get carried away, and then I want to close the show.
I'm excited. Thank you.
Plus, when
yes.
yasithanda ne-street
I
wear,
love- yes, I do. I do.
ndikubonile ngugirl. Yes, yes.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Oh,
This is
I
for
love
you.
it.
Yes, yes,
Oh,
the pants.
I love sweatpants and tops.
When you're going to Pick and Pay,
Listen,
when
I'm
you are
going to be
to
wearing
your
them.
Tony.
Bona,
Yes,
if I
thank
could
you.
change now, I would
Yes.
change and wear them now. I would wear them now. Oh,
Thank
this
you
is
so
amazing. Thank you
much.
so
Yes.
much, Anele.
Thank
I
you, man.
really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
Guys, we've come to the end of our beautiful episode. I couldn't ask other questions, but I believe that we got that thing, the
Got to the
sauce,
meat.
and a lot of it. Yes.
Yes,
We're
absolutely.
cooking. I hope you guys were
We
hungry.
were cooking.
Yes.
Cooking.
All right, guys. Now it depends on you. Now it depends on you. It depends on you. So with that being said, guys, it's time for us to go now. From nothing to something, baby. Let's get it.
Stay strong. Don't you ever